Frequent nighttime wake-ups are a frustrating issue for many, particularly as we get older. While many strategies can help you return to sleep, the most effective approach is to try and prevent these awakenings entirely. We'll explore the main reasons you might be waking up and how to avoid them. There are various factors that lead to frequent nighttime awakenings, or what sleep specialists refer to as fragmented sleep. Often, these are habits from your daytime routine that make it harder to maintain sleep at night. It can be challenging to link something you do in the morning to a sleep problem you experience at 3 a.m. As you age, your sleep naturally shifts, reducing the amount of time you spend in deep sleep. Consequently, spending more time in lighter sleep stages makes you more susceptible to waking up easily. We will begin by discussing the primary causes of nighttime waking. Then, we will cover simple, small adjustments you can make now to minimize their negative effects on your sleep. Finally, if those changes are insufficient, we'll suggest more advanced methods to help prevent these disruptions for good. The first cause might seem obvious, but it is still a common issue. Caffeine. Most people aren't aware that caffeine has a quarter life of 10 to 12 hours. This means if you consume a cup of coffee, about 100 milligrams of caffeine, at 2 p.m., you will still have 25%, around 25 milligrams, circulating in your body at 2 a.m. This is comparable to drinking a cup of black tea or a can of soda in the middle of the night. Caffeine keeps us awake by blocking a chemical called adenosine, which is crucial for our sleep drive, and is the body's main signal for feeling sleepy. If caffeine remains in your system, even a small amount, your body won't receive enough adenosine. This lack of signal is what causes a second wind and makes it much harder to stay asleep. You likely know this already, but the real difficulty with caffeine is underestimating how much we consume daily. Our bodies also metabolize caffeine slower as we age. Furthermore, you may not feel the effects as you go to bed. In fact, you might feel quite tired and fall asleep quickly. However, just because you don't feel it doesn't mean it isn't affecting your body, which is why it can be a sneaky problem. It's difficult to connect a 3 a.m. wake up to coffee consumed 12 hours earlier. So what can you do? First, try to stop all caffeine consumption by 2 p.m. No more afternoon lattes or coffee with dessert. If you follow this and still wake up often, try gradually moving the cutoff time even earlier. Ideally, consume the majority of your daily caffeine before noon, say by 10 a.m., so most of it is metabolized before bedtime. Another consideration is the total amount of caffeine you drink. Even if you stop early, if you're consuming 400 or 500 milligrams, 4 to 5 cups per day, a significant amount will still be in your bloodstream overnight. There is no single recommendation for the right amount of caffeine, as everyone metabolizes it differently, but there are 2 key suggestions. First, start tracking your daily caffeine intake. You can find the caffeine content of various drinks online. Counting your intake provides a clear baseline. Second, aim to drink the exact same amount every day. It's easy to keep refilling your mug and lose track of how many cups you've had. Remember, your body thrives on consistency. Establishing and maintaining a consistent baseline makes it much easier to monitor caffeine's impact on your sleep and, if necessary, reduce the total amount in a way that allows you to sleep through the night while still enjoying your favorite beverages. The next issue involves another common beverage that can significantly influence why you wake up: alcohol. Many people believe alcohol aids sleep. In fact, it is arguably the most widely used sleep aid globally. While it can help you fall asleep faster, it severely impairs your deep sleep and your ability to stay asleep. As a sedative, alcohol can quickly push your body into deep sleep, which is why people use it as an aid. But this bypasses the natural progression through lighter stages. When alcohol disrupts the sleep cycle, your body struggles to adjust for the rest of the night. As the alcohol wears off, your body attempts homeostatic recovery and spends more time in those lighter sleep stages, which leads to frequent awakenings and restless sleep. Evidence also suggests alcohol disrupts melatonin production, interferes with your circadian rhythm, and, as a diuretic, causes both dehydration and more frequent urges to urinate. Here is what you should do. Stop drinking alcohol at least 3 hours before bed and limit yourself to a maximum of 2 drinks. Also, drink a glass of water immediately after each alcoholic beverage. This gives your body time to metabolize the alcohol before sleep. If that doesn't work, consider a 2-week experiment of stopping alcohol entirely. At the very least, limit consumption to only one night a week. You will likely find that on alcohol-free nights, you not only sleep more deeply and wake up less often, but also feel more rested in the morning. Another potential cause for frequent nighttime waking is a deficiency in a key vitamin or mineral necessary for uninterrupted sleep. We'll focus first on one of the most common deficiencies, vitamin D. Vitamin D helps regulate melatonin production, the hormone that controls your sleep-wake cycle. Studies show that individuals with low vitamin D levels experience very poor sleep quality, including more frequent awakenings. Humans historically spent much more time outdoors, but with modern life, we don't get as much sun exposure as we need. Additionally, our bodies absorb vitamin D less efficiently as we age. Research suggests that up to 35% of people in the US are vitamin D deficient. There is a strong possibility you are not getting enough, and it could be the reason for your nightly wake-ups. The good news is the solution is simple and requires no pills or purchases. Go outside. On average, 15 minutes of daily sunlight exposure should be enough for your body to synthesize adequate vitamin D. Early morning sun exposure can also help you wake up faster and feel more energized during the day. It might be hard to believe that a morning habit affects the middle of the night, but by getting the right amount of vitamin D, your melatonin cycle will function more efficiently. This better prepares your body for sleep, allowing you to sleep more deeply and for longer periods. If increasing your sun exposure doesn't resolve the awakenings, you should investigate other potential vitamin or mineral deficiencies. Since there are many possibilities, the best first step is to ask your doctor for blood work to see what your body might be missing. This is a critical step worth the time, effort, and potential cost. Ask your doctor to check for deficiencies in not only vitamin D, but also magnesium, B vitamins, iron, and zinc. If blood work reveals a deficiency in any of these areas, simple, cost-effective, over-the-counter supplements might be all you need to sleep through the night. Next, let's discuss your sleep environment, commonly known as your bedroom. Your bedroom has a significant impact on your ability to stay asleep, especially as you age. As noted earlier, with age, you naturally spend less time in deep sleep, making you more likely to awaken easily in those lighter stages. Fortunately, there are easy adjustments you can make to your sleep environment that will both promote deeper sleep and minimize potential disruptions. One of the biggest environmental factors is temperature. Contrary to what some believe, a warmer bedroom is not best for sleep. The opposite is true. While warmth may make you feel tired, your body actually needs cool air. As your body prepares for sleep, its metabolism slows and its core temperature naturally drops. A cooler room, ideally between 63 degrees and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, allows you to sleep better because your body is closer to the room's temperature. A warmer room, however, creates misalignment with the sleep environment, potentially leading to nighttime awakenings. In addition to temperature, light and sound can disrupt your sleep. Since sleep becomes naturally lighter with age, you become more sensitive to stimuli. Something as simple as a porch light through the window reflecting on your eyelids can be enough to wake you at 3 a.m. The same goes for sounds. A passing car, an overhead airplane, or even the house settling can wake you up, not to mention noises from a bed partner, especially snoring. It is recommended to wear an eye mask and use a white noise machine. Both are inexpensive and generally comfortable. The eye mask blocks light, and the white noise masks sounds, minimizing disruptions that can interfere with your sleep. If a cooler room, eye mask, and white noise aren't enough, there are further steps to optimize your environment for uninterrupted sleep. You could try a weighted blanket. Many people find the deep pressure helps calm their body throughout the night, aiding in reaching a deeper stage of sleep. The blanket should weigh approximately 10% of your body weight. Going over that can cause discomfort and overheating. If you continue to wake up and struggle to fall back asleep, consider purchasing a new pillow and possibly a new mattress. These are big investments, so start with a pillow, as they are cheaper. Most people keep their pillows for 5 or 10 years, but they are not designed to last that long. Most pillows should be replaced every 18 months to 2 years. As a pillow ages, it fails to provide necessary support for your head, neck, and upper back. While you might feel comfortable falling asleep, slight misalignment can worsen over several hours, and discomfort will inevitably cause you to wake up more frequently. Similarly, a new mattress might be what your body needs to feel more at ease during sleep. Often, a person may have slept on the same mattress for a decade, even a durable, high-quality one that seems fine. However, your body changes over time while the bed does not. What was comfortable 10 years ago might not suit your body's needs today. Because this change is so gradual, we often don't notice the growing discomfort, but a new, properly suited bed can have an enormous, immediate impact on your sleeping comfort. Finally, we address one of the biggest factors that can cause nighttime awakenings: stress. You're likely familiar with the feeling of waking up at 3 a.m. with a racing mind. While many tips exist for what to do when this happens, we want to focus on prevention. It's impossible to magically eliminate all stress, but you can minimize your stress levels just before bed. The routine you follow before sleep significantly affects the quality and quantity of your sleep and your ability to reach long-lasting deep sleep. If you are stressed after a long day and do nothing to lower that stress before lying down, how can you expect good sleep? You may be tired enough to fall asleep easily, but the lingering stress and the associated cortisol in your body will make it difficult to stay asleep. Here are 3 recommended strategies. The first is a power down hour. Take the final hour before bed and divide it into 3 20-minute segments. The first 20 minutes are for necessary tasks: putting away dishes, tidying up, laying out clothes, whatever you need to finish the day. The next 20 minutes are for hygiene, brushing your teeth, showering, etc. The final 20 minutes are for a relaxing activity: deep breathing, meditating, reading, or prayer, anything that helps center your mind and body. The second strategy is to avoid blue light before bed. This is the light emitted by phones, TVs, tablets, and computers. Blue light is stimulating and sends the wrong signal to your brain about being awake versus asleep. Exposure to a lot of blue light before bed causes extra stimulation, which can heighten feelings of stress and anxiety, the opposite of what you want when trying to sleep. It is advised to avoid blue light for at least 1 hour before bed, but if you continue to wake up, try extending that to 2 hours. The third strategy is a worry journal. Take a piece of paper and write down everything that is stressing you out. This simple 3-minute exercise is a great way to unload daily stressors and gain perspective. Most things that worry us at night seem less frightening when written down. The key is not to solve the problems or make the worries disappear, but simply to identify them as the first step in the process. Lastly, if you try all 3 and stress still causes you to wake up, it's time to explore daytime stress management practices. These include mindfulness, meditation, yoga, or therapy, activities you can do during the day to manage stress levels and, in turn, improve your sleep at night. Remember, what you do during the day has a tremendous impact on your ability to sleep through the night, so it is worthwhile to invest time in figuring these things out. There are many paths to explore, and you should guide yourself on that part of the journey. By implementing these changes, you should be able to sleep deeper and for longer periods. If you have any personal tips for sleeping through the night, please share them. If you continue to wake up, don't worry. There are still tips you can use to help yourself get back to sleep. Sweet dreams.